Hey what's up guys, and welcome back to another World Cup review. Canada 1, Morocco 2. Now before we talk about any of the football, yeah, my videos have been going out quite lately recently. I'm just sorry and apologize for that. I just really haven't got going, after the end of match 2, since the start of match 3. I just really haven't got that time, so I'm trying my best here, and then also throughout the process I was sick for 2 to 3 days, so I couldn't record at all. So it kind of really screwed me over. I'm fine now, so I'm getting back to recording, getting back to streaming. So yeah, I'm sorry. The last few group games, Group F, Group G, Group H has ended. In fact, I just realized France smashed Poland, so that's how far we've come, right? To the round of 16 already. So all these videos will be just hitting out, smashed out to you guys within a few maybe I hope a day. So once again I apologized for this video, but it's very hard, right? It's 60 games. Look, each team plays 3. There is 32 teams. How many games were there in the group stages? How many games were there in the group stages? I don't even know. So it is very, very tough. It's about I don't know, but yeah, there's so many games, and there's so many games even happening at the same time now, so it's tough. It's very, very tough. So once again, I apologize, but yeah, let's get into the real talk. Wow, Morocco, really being one of the underdogs. Who would have thought? In a group where you have Belgium, Canada, Croatia, Morocco, you top that group. Morocco topped that group. Wow. I gotta give credit to Morocco though, because they really, really were one of the surprises of the World Cup. And as for Canada, they were already gone on match 2 after that 4-1, defeat to Croatia. And after the first game against Belgium, which they played really, really well, really well, they just haven't looked the same, man. I don't know what the team talk was after match day 1, but it really hasn't helped. I think, in fact, it's made it worse. Not just to be rude to John Hedman, I think he's their coach, but I just don't think it's worked. In fact, I just think it got worse. So, yeah. As for Morocco, what a story. First day, we were going on about how that game against Croatia was absolutely horrible and boring. Most boring game. Against Belgium, scoring 2 goals. It might have been sort of late goals, but they got it done. And then against Canada, getting that victory, topping that group. About Belgium, we'll talk about it in the next review, but Morocco with a 2-0, not 2-0, 2-1 win, and that first goal. What was the goalkeeper doing? You gotta blame it on the defender, right? I don't know who he was, but he passed it by this goalie, but that pass was like weaker than the 5-year-old's pass. I can get a 5-year-old to come and pass a ball, and it'll be harder than that. I don't know what he was doing. Was it the lack of confidence? Was it he didn't know the goalie was coming or whatever? It was like, whoop, just one finger, just like one nail, like that. It's crazy. It's horrible. The goalie was rushing out for it because Morocco was putting pressure on the goalie. They were trying to attack that ball. They were trying to win that ball. The goalie randomly clears it to Ziyech, who shoots from like 30 yards out or whatever, and scores on that left foot. Ziyech, he always does this. I remember like Ajax Chelsea like 4 years ago, was 3 years ago or whenever it was, that insane free kick. Ziyech has that in his locker. From distance on that left of his, it's a speciality, right? It's literally, you don't want to be messing with him. You don't want to be messing with his left. And that was a finish. That's what you call a finish. That's one hell of a finish. And they were punished. And then second goal by NSV, it's just to the goalie's left. It's his side. It's the near post. And good touch, good first touch. Getting away from the defender and then scoring. It's a good goal from Yusuf and Nasri. Canada got one back. It was a bit of a lucky goal for them, but credits where it's due. Cross in, and Aguet just puts it past Bono. We've seen it so many times. The centre back or the centre half just puts one past his goalie. That was a bit unnecessary. I don't know if we're trying to block the shot or clear it or trying to get it up for corner, but it clearly didn't work out, and gave Canada a go even though it didn't really mean much. As for Morocco, they topped this group with 7 points. Croatia right behind with how many points did Croatia get? So Croatia got a draw, they got a win, and they got another draw. So that's 5 points for Croatia. Third, I think it is Belgium in it. I mean, with just 4 points, right? Yeah, shocking. And as for bottom, Canada with I think 0. Yeah, 0. So yeah, even though they got 0 points, right, and they're one of the rarer teams. In fact, I don't even know how many other teams got 0 points, but for Canada, they can take back an experience. Davies, if they can qualify for us later, Davies will still be here. Jonathan David will still be here. Let's see if they are fully fit and no injuries, nothing. They have still these players, and they'll get better. The Davies will get better. David will probably move to Manchester United, for example, and get better and develop. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Lille here, but David isn't the end product. It's not prime David. This isn't his best. Like, we've seen Davies winning Champions Leagues. That is arguably the best Davies we've seen. Alphonso Davies could be better in terms of he himself as a left back or left wing for Canada, but David, right, is one hell of a player. I mean, we just don't know what's gonna happen next. He's still young. He still has a long way to go. He still has options. He still has big clubs, big money moves to come. Well, I think Davies is already at one of the best clubs in the world in Bayern Munich. So, this team is very exciting. This is a very exciting team. Even I think Tejan Buchanan. I mean, playing for Club Brugge, who were one of the surprises of the Champions League. He could be one. So you have these upcoming players coming up. You're just gonna develop them. You're just gonna hope that the clubs that they are playing for and they might move to will develop for Canada. For Belgium, which we'll talk about in the next video, I just want to do a review on the group. Shocker, but I will get into deep dive and what my thoughts are in the Belgium Croatia review. As for Croatia, again, like I said in that review, and for Morocco, it's perfect. They take on the Spain. I think they would have wanted to take on Japan, even though was that possible? Maybe, but it's a real test for them. They've beaten Belgium, ranked 2nd in the World Cup. They've beaten Croatia, 28. They didn't beat Croatia, but they drew against the Croatian side, and they finished above Croatia, who were the 2018 finalists. And against Canada, okay, fair enough, but it's the real test for them against Spain, who one point we thought could be potential winners. Then they went and drew Germany and then lost to Japan. So we don't know what to expect from Spain. Spain inconsistent. So Morocco can really take chance. I think Morocco could beat Spain. But that will be it for today's review between Canada and Morocco. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's review. Hit the like button if you guys did. Subscribe to the channel if you guys on already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.